guys, it's Lindsay and welcome back to my channel and to another plan with me. So this is for the week of October 21st through the 27th and I'm using the Spooky Season kit from Scribble Co. It's this really pretty like purpley moon type spells kit and I really like it. I'm obsessed with the bottom washi. Like, look how cute that bottom washi is. I actually do not have any questions at all for this plan with me. I have finally gone through all the questions as far as I know of. So we are just going to be talking like normal, and don't mind me as I like text someone back, but I am putting down some Simply Gilded washi, and then most of the overlays are from Scribble Co. Actually, I lied. Most of them are from Caress Press. There is one from Caress Press, one from Scribble Co., one from Rose Colored Days, we had a mix of them, and one from Glam Planner. The one that says I Put a Spell on You is from Glam Planner, and then most of them are actually from Caress Press, and yeah, I think that's pretty much all the basic stuff that you guys need to know. I did go see Rise of Skywalker last night, which was really cool. I'm going to talk about it. I'm not going to give any spoilers, obviously, but I wanted to kind of semi-talk about it, purely just because, like, it's a cool thing and it came out. But I did go see Rise of Skywalker, and it was pretty good. I liked it better than the, what is it, Last Jedi. I think that's the one right before it. I do like Rise of Skywalker better than that one. I have still heard mixed reviews on Rise of Skywalker. Like, I've heard like some people who hate it and some people who love it. The couple that have said they hated it are like diehard Star Wars fans too, and I think they're just like, I don't know, I just think it didn't live up to their like whole thing. There were a couple of comments on it, like how it was being compared to other movies and stuff, and I totally agree with that. But again, I'm not going to go into like everything that could be a spoiler, because obviously not everyone has seen it because it literally came out last night. Like, I went to go see it at 7 o'clock at night last night, which is interesting because it didn't technically come out until today, which is the Friday. So I'm like, I don't know how we're seeing a movie that is technically not supposed to come out until the 20th, but we're seeing it on the 19th at 7 o'clock. But either way, really good. I still think that Endgame is my favorite movie of the year that I saw. I did go see Endgame, and I think it was a better like conclusion to like a crazy like saga than Star Wars was. But again, I'm a little biased because I'm a huge Marvel fan, so that might be why I'm a little biased. But overall, it was a pretty good movie. If you guys do see it, or if you have seen it, let me know what you guys thought of it. If you thought it was a good movie or not, or if you thought that it like let you down, or if it lived up to your expectations, let me know, because I'm curious what you guys thought. Because me coming from a semi Star Wars fan but not like a huge Star Wars fan, I was just kind of like, oh, it was good. Like, I don't really like have anything really else to say about it. So other than that, I'm trying to think of like what else that I have been doing lately. Mainly just working. I'm a little behind on these plan with me's, and I apologize, but I promise I'm getting all of them up. I am determined to get them all up. Whether they're all going to come up before Christmas, I'm not entirely sure, but I am literally like as determined as possible to try to get up all of these videos. I want to get them up before Christmas, but a couple of them might be after Christmas, but I'm going to try my hardest to get them all up before Christmas. But unfortunately, my last day off before Christmas, well, actually my last day off before Christmas is Christmas Eve, but I am like running out of time because other than that day, yesterday was the day that I could have gotten the day, or could have like filmed and stuff, and obviously I was doing other things because I went to go see Rise of Skywalker and stuff like that. So I promise I am working on getting them all up. Whether they're all gonna go up, I'm not entirely sure, because I'm uploading like day like 18 on the 20th, but you know, it's fine. We are working on it. Anyway, I digress. We're going to move on to Monday. So first thing I did was I put down a work label and then a squared off half box and a emoji in a car to mark that I needed to take my car to the mechanic. If you guys saw the last plan with me, you saw that my check engine light came on the Sunday of that week. And so I had to take it to the mechanic, which my dad actually took it to the mechanic, and then I just carpooled to work. Thankfully, I was able to carpool to get to work, because if I did not be able to carpool, I would have had to call out, which is not fun. So, yeah, I had to take my car to the mechanic, and then I did cook some food, so I used a little munchkin to mark that, and I listened to the Unsolicited Advice podcast while I was making some food, so I used an emoji with, like, some headphones to mark that. I really need my Once More With Love order to come in. I placed an order right before she closed, but I need that order to come in so that I can actually like use more podcast stickers because I'm running low on them, which is kind of sad. But I listen to a lot of podcasts now, and I've used a lot of them, and I needed to buy some more, which I did. I just have to wait for it to come in the mail. But yeah, so we listened to the Unsolicited Advice podcast. That is apparently very hard for me to say. And then underneath that, I took a munchkin with a little like coffee cup to mark a pumpkin cold brew, because you guys know me, I'm obsessed with pumpkin cold brew. Like, the pumpkin cream cold brew is the best. It's the best in my opinion. Not entirely sure what's happening to my voice, but we're struggling. It's fine. But yeah, the pumpkin cream cold brew was so good. Like, I'm obsessed with it, and I highly recommend it to anyone. Hopefully they bring it back next year, but like, if they don't, I'm gonna be really upset. But I'm really sad that it's gone now. But I had to get all of my pumpkin cream cold brew before they took it away and turned it into the holiday season. But yeah, so I got that. And then I did have some anxiety on this day, so I used a little paper and milk Moro to mark anxiety. And then I was super stressed out for some reason. Not entirely sure why I was super stressed out, but I was super stressed out. So I used a half box and a stressed out munchkin to mark me being super stressed out. I'm not entirely sure. Like, I'm trying to like think back of like, this was only October 21st. So what was happening for me to be super stressed out? And I genuinely don't remember what was happening to make me super stressed out. So yeah, we were super stressed. So that is pretty much it for Monday. I think I was probably more stressed out because my car, like my check engine light coming on and everything, because I think I was more worried that like I was gonna have to buy a new car, and lo and behold, I ended up having to buy a new car anyway. But I don't know. We were super stressed. It's fine. Moving on to Tuesday. I'm not entirely sure why we're just kind of chilling here. Hopefully I start planning again. I think I was probably texting someone, or I was doing something else. I'm not entirely sure. Come on, filming Lindsay, do something. Yep, I was texting someone. Sorry, guys. Also, keep in mind, I was like filming this at like 1 o'clock in the morning. So the fact that I was texting someone at 1 o'clock in the morning, it's fine. Like, we have no idea. I remember like when I was younger, there was like this rule where you couldn't text anyone after 10 o'clock. Like, that was like the rule. Like, if you were that person, you were gonna wake someone up, and like it wasn't fair, like they were sleeping. And now I'm just like, oh, it's 3 a.m. I don't care. I'm gonna text you. If you're asleep, you're asleep. If you wake up, then okay, you wake up. But like, it was funny because I remember that as like a kid, when I first got my phone, they were like, you are not allowed to text anytime before, or like anytime after this time. And obviously that was supposed to be like when I was asleep anyway. But it was just funny because now I'm just like, oh, it's 3 a.m. I'm gonna text you. I don't care. But yeah, I was texting someone, so I apologize. Moving on to Tuesday. I got full on distracted, but I used a bill due that's from Scribble Prints Co. That is from my multicolor collection because I do not have bill dues in the mini kits, so I didn't use one from the kit. And then underneath that, I took a Mandy Dreams filming slate to mark that I published a plan with me, and then I used an icon from Scribble Prints Co. to mark that it was my first day of my new schedule. So if you guys notice, I am actually going to be off every Tuesday, Wednesdays now, and that's just because I wanted double days off. Like, I wanted to be able to have like back-to-back days off. So that is why I changed my schedule. It was originally Monday, Wednesday, and then I changed it to Tuesday, Wednesday, just so I can keep my Wednesdays off, but I also have the back-to-back days. So that is the first day of my new schedule. And then I used a munchkin to mark a YouTube rabbit hole. So I literally fell down a YouTube rabbit hole of like people doing like makeup for costumes. Sounds kind of weird, but like Halloween costumes, and like doing crazy different intricate makeup for them. And it was like the coolest thing. And I just fell down that rabbit hole where it was just one video after another after another after another. And I'm just like, okay, well, I've been here for like 5 hours now. This is fine. Like, watching a ton of different videos, but it was still pretty cool. Like, I just got distracted and just went down a YouTube rabbit hole. It's fine. I then ended up shopping at the mall, so I used a Van Sticky Girl to mark that. And then I used a fancy label, and just because I didn't really have anything to like use these for, I think her name's Honey from Glam Planner, to mark that I found part of my costume. There's some like stickers that I have that I've gotten like subscriptions, or just like in grab bags and stuff, that I don't ever really use. And so when I actually find like some kind of purpose for them, I tend to use them. So like this one in particular was like, I have no use for this, but I'm going to find a way to use it. So I used that to mark that I found part of my costume for the Halloween party. And then I used another Scribble Prints Co. icon. I used a spoon and fork to mark that we went to a Cheesecake Factory. Moving on to Wednesday, I put down a fancy label and then a sleep-in script that is from Station Stickers. And then I did watch Jane the Virgin for a little bit, so I used, I don't know what her name is, unfortunately, Sienna? I want to say it's Sienna from Scribble Prince Co. It's like the, darker skinned one, and I thought that she matched this kit pretty well, so I put her down to mark Jane the Virgin. I think I started watching Jane the Virgin in the last Plan With Me. I did, yeah. I actually, fun fact, my last Plan With Me, sorry, I have my straightener in my hand because it's like hot, because I was straightening my hair before this and I can't like put it down, so it's just chilling next to me. But fun fact, I actually uploaded the Stolen Wings Plan With Me on the wrong channel, and I made it publish, and it was published for like maybe like 18 hours before I finally realized that I put it on the wrong channel. And I was like, why does this have like no views on it? And then I looked at it and was like, oh, because it's on the wrong channel, you dummy. But yeah, so in that Plan With Me, I started watching Jane the Virgin. That was where the whole part of that came in. But yeah, I started watching Jane the Virgin, and I'm still behind on it, but I will eventually finish it. And then I put down a Fox and Cactus purple-haired girl to mark that I played The Sims. And then moving down to the bottom part of Wednesday, I put down a munchkin with some clothes in its hand to mark laundry day. And I apparently don't have any more Tweez eyebrow stickers. I thought I did, and I could not for the life of me find them in my character storage. So I used to use a face mask paper and milk character sticker, which it doesn't really look like it has a face mask because it's such a like a white face mask, so it's kind of hard to sell. Like, oh my god, words are hard, so it's hard to tell. But I use that to mark that I tweezed my eyebrows, just because I mean I pampered myself. Tweezing eyebrows is kind of pampering, kind of not, but it worked. And then I used a what's called a box icon from Scribble Prince Co. to mark that I ordered the last part of my Halloween costume, and then I used a Wonton in a Million See Me sticker to mark that I had a face mask. So I used 2 face mask stickers in the same day, but like one of them I used to mark that I tweezed my eyebrows, even though that character wasn't tweezing their eyebrows, but it's fine. It's fine. It looks the same. Moving on to Thursday, so I put down the work label, and then I put down a fancy label and a Yay It's Payday sticker from Magic Prince Co., because as always, Thursday is my payday. And then underneath that, I took a camera icon to mark that I took some photos of Bailey. She's like the cutest little puppy. I love her. She's not a puppy, but like I call all dogs puppies. But like I was outside, I think, for some reason, and I was just like, I want to take photos of my dog, and she is just the cutest little thing. She's like, oh, I love her. And then underneath that, I took a vampire munchkin to mark Mom's Got a Date with a Vampire. Do you guys remember those movies? Like
It's
the greatest
12:30.
movies that were on Disney Channel. Like Mom's Got a Date with a Vampire. Let's see, what else was there? Like The Little Vampire. Oh my god, I loved that one. Don't Look Under the Bed. I hated that one. Phantom of the Megaplex. Wait, like those type of movies, they were great. And like Disney needs to step it up and come back with those, because those were amazing. But we did watch Mom's Got a Date with a Vampire on this day. I have watched A Little Vampire also. I think I watched that one day too. And then underneath that, I took a half box and a fluffy munchkin, like one of the ones with like the little bellies, because that is me when I eat all the food. But I used that to mark that I went to Porto's with Isaiah, which, oh my god, Porto's is so good. That was the first time I've ever been there for lunch. Like, I've had, like, their pastries and stuff like that, but I've never actually had their lunch, like, actual, like, genuine food that's not baked goods. And it was the best thing on the planet. Like, I love it. It was so good. Like, Porto's is just, oh my god, it's amazing. So I went to Porto's, and then after that, we bought, like, a ton of the baked goods. So like the little like croissants and stuff like that. I got the little I think they were dulce de leche cookies. Oh my god, it was the best thing ever. So I used a emoji to mark all of the baked goods. And then before we went to work, this is all before we went to work also, and then we went to Target because I needed to get something. I don't remember what I needed to get, but I had to get something. But I used a foiled Target icon from Magic Prince Co. to mark the Target run. I don't remember what I needed to get. What was it? It's really going to bother me. But I had to get something. I don't know. But I think we also had a little bit of extra time, too, before we needed to go to work. So I think that's also why we went there. But yeah, overall, Thursday was a really good day with all of the food. And it was so good. And, I kind of crave it now. It's fine. Moving on to Friday. I'm assuming I'm probably texting again because we have a little bit of a lull between me and planning, because filming Lindsay apparently is more focused on filming, or not filming, texting, then filming. Come on, filming Lindsay, let's go. Come on. Editing Lindsay or voiceover Lindsay needs you to go. There we go. Okay. Moving on to Friday. So I put down that work label, and then I took a Celeste from Scribble Co. to mark that I had some pancakes, which pancakes are so good. Are you a pancakes person or a waffle person? Let me know. I'm curious. I have to be in the mood for pancakes, but like I usually really like waffles, but I have to be like in the mood for either of them. But let me know, which one do you prefer better, pancakes or waffles? I'm really curious. And then underneath that, I took a Fox and Cactus pastel-haired girl to mark that I had to wash the dishes. I originally put down do dishes, and then I just didn't like the way it looked, so I then whited it out and redid it because it looked really weird. And now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh, I like made both of the words, what is it called? Like outlined now, because I redid it and then I don't know why I did that, but it's fine. So I washed the dishes and then I made an Amazon order. Actually, no, I had the Amazon order delivered because I had ordered the last part of my costume on Wednesday, so it got delivered on Friday. So I used a munchkin with an Amazon logo to mark that. Moving down, I had to call my dad for something, so I put down a munchkin with a phone to mark that I needed to call him. And then I did organize my washi, so I think this is from Wonton in a Million. It's a little stack of like washi to mark that I needed to organize it. I tend to, like when I get new things of washi, I don't tend to organize it right away. It takes me a little bit to finally do that because we be a little lazy, but it's fine. So I eventually go through like a whole thing where I like completely reorganize everything because I actually have it in rainbow order. So if I get something that is like obviously in the middle of it, I'm gonna have to redo the whole entire thing. So yeah, we organized my washi, and then I took a squared off like quarter box, half box, I don't know, and a Fox and Cactus girl that's reading to mark that I had some late night reading. I don't know what I was reading. I'm assuming I was reading the like little poetry book thing that I have, but I don't fully remember. But I did read a little bit, so I just wanted to mark that. And then that is it for Friday, and then I'm putting down the weekend banner for Saturday and Sunday, which I was kind of surprised that the weekend banner was like a different color. Like I wasn't expecting it to be that color for some reason. I don't know why. It's like a whole pattern, but I don't know why. I thought it was like going to be like a different of the purples for some reason. I don't know. I'm losing my mind. No one's surprised. Moving on to Saturday, so I put down the work label, and then I did a trial run for my makeup for my costume because it included purple makeup, because I think I've mentioned this, my costume was Lola Bunny, and if you look at her, like what's it called, her eyeshadow and stuff, it's purple, so I had to kind of like figure out how to do that because I don't usually wear purple makeup. So I used an emoji to mark my trial run for my makeup, and it actually turned out pretty good, which was surprising. That is actually why I fell down the rabbit hole of YouTube, because I looked up a Lola Bunny like makeup tutorial, and that's how I fell down that rabbit hole. So yeah, we did a trial run for the makeup. I then put down a quarter box, and I have no idea who this character is, but it's some kind of costumed character from Once More With Love, to mark that I tried on my full costume. Again, I didn't have any like actual Lola Bunny like stickers or any specific stickers for this, so I just used this random one just because it worked. And then I used a clock icon from Scribble Co. to mark that we had to make the plan for tomorrow, so we had to figure out what time we were leaving, what time we were like doing what like when we needed to get to the party, like stuff like that. So we needed to make the plan to make sure that we got there on time and that we did everything on time. And then moving down, I took a Fox and Cactus girl with some headphones to mark the Pretty Basic podcast, which again is another podcast that I listen to that I have mentioned to you guys multiple times before. And then I used a munchkin with some ramen to mark ramen, because yeah, that's just self-explanatory, Lindsay. And then last but not least, I took a half box and then a Fox and Cactus purple girl to mark that I was feeling happy, which is always exciting. I have mentioned this before. I mentioned it in almost everyone. When I mark when I'm happy, I mark when I'm like upset, because it's always nice to see the differences of when I actually am upset or like when I actually am feeling happy and stuff. It's interesting to see like how often I'm being happy, how often I'm having anxiety, how often I'm feeling upset. So it's just, I like to mark it just because it's easier to know, and it's just nice to know when I actually am feeling those emotions. So yeah, it's always good to feel emotions, I think, depending on the day. But like, I think it's good to let all your emotions out. Anyway, moving on to Sunday. So I put down the Simply Watercolor Co. coffee cup to mark that I went to Dunkin' Donuts for coffee. And then I used, I want to say her name is Honey. I keep saying this. I don't actually know if her name is Honey. I'm trying to like think of all the different like names. Oh, it's Polka. Because it's Polka and Dot, Honey and Bun, Bippity and Boo, Teeny and Bop. I think I'm missing one. Oh, Lolly and Pop. Teeny and Pop? Teeny and Pop? Lolly and Pop. I don't know. But I think this one's Honey. I'm not entirely sure. I get Polka. Polka Dot? Yeah, Polka. I think that's how you say it. And Honey confused. I don't know. I used a YouTube girl from Glam Planner because apparently I can't, like, I have no idea what character that is. And then I used another one of those squared off boxes and a Celeste from Scribble Co. to mark that I went to Steelcraft, which is this really cool food place that opened up in, I want to say it's Garden Grove. I'm not entirely sure. It's over in like the Anaheim area. And it's a really cool area. Like it's a very Instagrammable place that is like really good food and you can play games and there's like I think there's TVs there and stuff. It's just a really cool atmosphere, so that was definitely a cool place to go. So I used the little Celeste to mark that, and then I used a teeny that is from Glam Planner. This is from the Mean Girl sheet, and this is the closest thing I have to any kind of bunny. So I use this to mark Lola Bunny, even though technically she is obviously like Mean Girls, like Regina from Mean Girls, but you know, we used it for Lola Bunny. It's fine. She looks like a bunny. And then I used a half box and then two girls that are having purple hair from Fox and Cactus to mark Victoria's surprise birthday party, which was really, really fun. It was an interesting time. I think I mentioned this before, I do not drink, so I was designated driver, and it was always an interesting time being the only sober one or one of the few sober ones, and yeah, it was fun. I did still play all the drinking games. I just had someone else drink for me, which most of it was like Victoria or her boyfriend or like Isaiah, like someone random. But I used a munchkin to mark that we played drinking games. I played Rage Cage for the first time, which was very interesting. I'm actually not completely terrible at it, but I'm also not great, but I'm not completely terrible. I don't know. But yeah, so that is going to be everything for this plan with me. I'm going to flip through what is left in the kits. Obviously, it's a mini kit, so there's not a ton of things left over, which is always nice when I don't have a ton of stuff left over because I feel actually like fulfilled and that I actually used a decent amount of stickers. And then I'm going to do a little bit of a Viv Wiggle. I am obsessed with that. I put a spell on you box. Like, it's so pretty. It's kind of hard to tell, like, on camera. There we go. It's like you guys can't really see it, but really, really pretty. I hope you guys enjoyed this plan with me. If you did, as always, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you are not already. There are a couple more Planmas videos coming your way, so don't forget to check those out, and I will see you guys in another video very, very soon. Bye, guys!